If you thought Love and Hip Hop had already reached peak chaos, think again, because Mendeecees just snatched the tablecloth off the Frost family dinner, and now all the dirty dishes are crashing to the floor. We're talking betrayal so bold it makes Tristan Thompson look like a faithful altar boy. Kirk Frost, the man who's built a reputation for ducking responsibility faster than Usain Bolt on Red Bull, is now being dragged into the spotlight by none other than Mendeecees Harris. And this time, the receipts aren't just whispered, they're detonated. Picture this. Rasheeda, the woman who has stood by Kirk through DNA scandals, side babies, and enough drama to fuel 10 seasons of VH1 reruns, now in tears as the ugly truth spills out. The cheating wasn't just rumors, it was a lifestyle. Affairs with Jasmine, affairs with Kendra, affairs with women who probably can't even keep track of their own cameos. Mendeecees has laid it all bare, and the fallout is so wild, even Mona Scott might be taking notes for the next reunion special. This isn't just another messy storyline. This is a Love and Hip Hop nuclear meltdown, one that's got Rasheeda humiliated, Kirk exposed, and the entire cast side-eyeing like it's the season finale. The Frost family has always been Love and Hip Hop's unofficial soap opera, a never-ending telenovela of betrayal, lies, and Rasheeda holding it together with eyeliner and a prayer. But when Mendeecees decided to open his mouth and expose Kirk's cheating past in full technicolor detail, the whole franchise shifted. Suddenly, Kirk Frost wasn't just the husband with a wandering eye, he became the man whose marital resume looked like a Wikipedia page full of scandals. And Rasheeda, she went from the boss chick running a boutique to the woman every Twitter user turned into a meme with captions like, "Sis deserves hazard pay for staying this long, let's rewind for context." Kirk and Rasheeda have been dragging their relationship on our screens since flip phones were hot. Fans watched them turn music hustle into marriage, only to see Kirk repeatedly treat loyalty like a coupon he could redeem elsewhere. The infamous Jasmine Washington scandal, the one where Kirk fathered a child outside his marriage, was already enough to land him in the Cheaters Hall of Fame. But apparently, that wasn't the full picture. According to Mendeecees, Kirk's extracurricular activities weren't a one-off mistake, they were a full-time career, and when Mendeecees talks, people listen. He's not some random background extra. He's a central Love and Hip Hop player who's been through prison time, Yandy drama, and enough public mess to qualify as an expert witness in the court of reality TV chaos. So when he sat down and flat out said Kirk's cheating past was darker than VH1 cameras ever showed, the internet collectively gasped. It was like finding out Kris Jenner didn't actually mastermind every Kardashian storyline. Shocking, but deep down you knew there had to be more. Mendeecees didn't just hint. He dragged skeletons out of Kirk's closet like they were on clearance. Jasmine? Exposed. Kendra? Exposed. Alleged side chicks who didn't even have airtime? Exposed. He painted Kirk's past like an all-you-can-eat buffet of betrayal, and Rasheeda's name was written on the receipt every time. The tea was so scalding that even seasoned Love and Hip Hop fans, who have seen everything from drinks thrown to wigs snatched, had to clutch their pearls. Of course, the internet wasted no time. Within minutes, Twitter had turned the Frost marriage into a trending topic. One fan wrote, "Rasheeda has cried more on screen than half of Netflix's rom-com catalog." Another tweeted, "Mendeecees really said, Alexa, play Confessions by Usher," and aimed it directly at Kirk. The memes were ruthless. Kirk photoshopped as a contestant on Cheaters. Rasheeda holding tissues with the caption "Love and Hip Hop," the endgame, and even side-by-side edits comparing Kirk to Tristan Thompson, Scott Disick, and Stevie J in a Hall of Fame for habitual cheaters. But the cruelest part, Rasheeda's tears weren't just a storyline gimmick this time. Word spread that when the truth bomb dropped, Rasheeda legit broke down because apparently even she didn't know the full scope of Kirk's mess. Imagine standing by your man through years of humiliation, only to find out the reruns you defended were just the pilot episode of his betrayal series. It's brutal, it's humiliating, and in true Love and Hip Hop fashion, it's painfully entertaining. Let's not pretend Kirk was ever the picture of faithfulness. This man has been side-eyed by fans since the early 2000s. From shady business deals to fathering a child with Jasmine while Rasheeda held the household down. Kirk has been moving like a man allergic to loyalty. And yet, Rasheeda stuck by him through public embarrassment, endless reunions, and enough sorry, babe moments to fill a Hallmark card aisle. That's why Mendeecees exposing new layers hit so hard. It wasn't just gossip. It was confirmation of what fans always suspected. Kirk wasn't just sloppy once. He was messy for sport. The timeline of his scandals plays out like a reality show greatest hits compilation. Remember the time Rasheeda confronted Jasmine about the baby on national television? That moment alone had fans throwing popcorn at their screens. Now imagine finding out there were more Jasmines, more secrets, more late-night hotel check-ins than Rasheeda ever admitted. Mendeecees made it clear, Jasmine wasn't a plot twist. She was just one chapter. And Kendra? Another page in the same dusty book. The drama quickly spread beyond love and hip-hop fans. Gossip blogs picked it up. YouTube reactors made hour-long breakdowns with titles like Mendeecees destroys Kirk Frost, The Side Chick Files. TikTok had people acting out Rasheeda's breakdown with over-the-top sobbing skits, turning her tears into punchlines. Even casual viewers who hadn't kept up with the franchise in years suddenly tuned back in. Because nothing says ratings like a good old-fashioned cheating expose. But what makes this whole scandal truly outrageous is the hypocrisy. Kirk Frost has always positioned himself as the businessman, the mature partner balancing Rasheeda's fiery energy. Yet behind the scenes, according to Mendeecees, Kirk was running side affairs like a man with a double life. It's the classic love and hip-hop paradox. The men who preach stability are usually the ones hosting the most chaos. And when the chaos is finally dragged into the light, tears, ratings, and memes for days. What's even wilder is that Rasheeda's pain has become part of her brand. She's the strong woman who stays, forgives, rebuilds. But after this, even her most loyal fans are questioning if the Frost marriage is just a cautionary tale dressed up as a love story. Some are calling her the Khloe Kardashian of VH1, loyal to a fault, constantly forgiving, and perpetually embarrassed by a man who couldn't stay faithful if his paycheck depended on it. Harsh? Yes. Accurate? Probably. And while Mendeecees exposed Kirk with the ferocity of a man who's been holding receipts for years, you have to ask, why now? Why drop the bomb when the Frosts seem to be keeping things quiet? Some say it was revenge, others claim it was honesty, but let's be real, in the world of love and hip-hop, timing is everything. A reveal this messy doesn't happen by accident. It happens when the cameras are rolling, the ratings need a boost, or the cast needs a storyline so juicy it can't be ignored, whatever the reason. The result was the same. Kirk Frost, once again, exposed as the villain of his own marriage. Rasheeda, once again, left to pick up the pieces with mascara running down her cheeks. And Mendeecees, once again, proving that in love and hip-hop, there are no friends, only allies until the next scandal explodes. By the end of the week, one thing was clear. Rasheeda's tears weren't just personal heartbreak. They were a symbol of every woman who's ever been blindsided by a man she defended. And Kirk's reputation? Let's just say it's now cemented as love and hip-hop's all-time MVP, most villainous player. If you thought Mendeecees' bombshell was going to fizzle out after one news cycle, you clearly don't understand how love and hip-hop scandals work. These things don't fade, they mutate, they escalate, they evolve into full-blown cultural events. And once the internet smelled Kirk Frost's blood in the water, it was like Shark Week on steroids. Let's start with the cast reactions. Because if there's one thing love and hip-hop stars can't resist, it's hopping on Instagram Live to throw shade. Yandy Smith, never one to miss an opportunity for a dramatic pause, went live with a face so serious you'd think she was announcing a presidential scandal. She sipped her tea, shook her head, and muttered, "If half of what Mendeecees said is true." Phew! She didn't even finish the sentence, she just dragged that phew out so long it echoed. And of course, that single phew was screen recorded, memmed, and captioned, "Rasheeda right now." Sierra Gates posted a cryptic story with the words, Karma always comes. Always. Fans instantly flooded her comments, asking if she was talking about Kirk. She didn't deny it. And you know the golden rule of reality TV. Silence equals guilt. Denial equals smoke, and cryptic shade equals confirmation. Then came Carly Red, who, let's be real, probably has her own drawer labeled cheating receipts because she's been entangled in every mess since season 1. She popped up on social media saying, "Y'all think this is new? Baby, we been knew Kirk was out here wildin'." The comment section exploded. Half the fans dragged Carly for being messy, the other half praised her for keeping it real. Either way, her messy stamp of approval gave Mendeecees' claims even more credibility. But it wasn't just love and hip-hop alumni chiming in. The scandal spilled into mainstream celebrity commentary like a flood with no levees. Wendy Williams, even in her retirement haste, somehow got dragged into the discourse when fans reposted old clips of her shading Kirk and Rasheeda years ago. "If he cheated once, he'll cheat again," Wendy had said back then. And now, fans were playing that clip like it was a prophecy from the Book of Scandal. Meanwhile, Twitter was having the time of its life. One user tweeted, "Kirk Frost has been cheating so long. His loyalty plan with side chicks probably comes with free hotel points." Another, "Mendeecees airing out. Kirk's cheating past is like Netflix releasing a new season of a show we thought was cancelled." And the memes? Ruthless. People edited Rasheeda crying over Kirk's face photoshopped onto Thanos, snapping his fingers while half her trust disappeared. Others put her next to Khloe Kardashian with the caption, "Different show, same storyline." TikTok wasn't about to sit quietly either. Skits went viral reenacting Rasheeda's alleged breakdown, with creators overacting, smearing mascara, and dramatically screaming, "I stood by you, Kirk," while fake side chicks popped out of closets, cars, and even laundry baskets. The hashtag Kirk Frost trended, racking up millions of views in just days. The scandal had officially left the VH1 bubble and entered full-blown pop culture territory. Even rappers outside the El-Hol universe couldn't resist. 21 Savage tweeted a cryptic laughing emoji after liking a post about Kirk. Lil Scrappy dropped a freestyle on Instagram where he rhymed Kirk with dirt and Rasheeda hurt. It was messy. It was petty. And it was peak 2025 internet energy. But the internet wasn't just clowning Kirk. Oh no! They turned the spotlight on Rasheeda too. Some fans defended her, saying she was a queen who deserved better. Others roasted her for staying through every scandal. Rasheeda's loyalty package must come with unlimited data and rollover minutes, one user joked. Another posted, "Sis treating marriage like a lease she can't get out of. Break it, girl." The cruel comparisons poured and she was labeled the Khloe Kardashian of Atlanta, the Beyonce if Jay-Z had never apologized, the Oprah if she'd let Stedman cheat publicly. Savage, yes. But viral? Absolutely. And let's talk about Kirk himself during all this. The man didn't stay silent, of course he didn't. He posted a selfie with the caption, "Y'all believe anything." That was it. 4 words. And those 4 words lit the internet on fire. Fans dragged him instantly. "Bro, you could have just said I did it and it would have been less suspicious." His smug demeanor only fueled the outrage. It was like watching a man walk into a courtroom with evidence taped to his chest and still plead not guilty. Rasheeda, on the other hand, tried to put on a brave face. She posted a motivational quote on Instagram, "Strong women don't crumble, they rebuild." Sounds noble, right? Except fans immediately turned it into a meme. Strong women don't crumble. But Rasheeda cries every season. Even her attempt at dignity was spun into content. That's the curse of reality TV. Once the narrative gets away from you, it's gone for good. The fallout got so loud. Even Mona Scott-Young, queen of love and hip-hop herself, allegedly commented behind the scenes. Reports claimed she was already plotting how to milk this into the next reunion show, because let's face it, messy drama equals ratings gold. If Kirk and Rasheeda thought they'd seen embarrassing storylines before, Mona was probably in her office typing up cheating scandal, the sequel, and then came the ultimate twist, rumors that more names might be involved. Blogs whispered about other women tied to Kirk's past, women who hadn't even stepped onto the VH1 set. Anonymous DMs popped up claiming Kirk had a rotation during certain seasons. Whether true or not, the speculation alone was enough to send fans spiraling. Every random woman who had ever appeared in a Frost storyline suddenly found herself tagged in messy comments. It was chaos, it was speculation, and it was exactly the kind of wild escalation that keeps a scandal alive long past its expiration date. By this point, it wasn't just Kirk Frost being roasted. It was Love and Hip Hop itself. Fans accused the franchise of covering up the mess for years, of protecting Kirk's image while Rasheeda was forced to cry on cue. Y'all knew and hid it for ratings. One fan wrote. Another posted, Love and Hip Hop is basically just cheaters with wigs and better lighting. The franchise itself became part of the scandal, dragged into the mud by association. The takeaway? What Mendeecees dropped wasn't just gossip. It was a cultural bomb. It turned Kirk into the internet's favorite clown, Rasheeda into a tragic heroine, and Love and Hip Hop into a scandal factory running at full speed. And with each meme, each shady tweet, each new layer of speculation, the scandal only grew louder. By the end of the week, Kirk's name wasn't just trending, it was cemented as a verb. Don't Kirk me, fans joked, meaning, don't cheat, lie, and then act smug when you're exposed. Imagine being so messy you get turned into slang. That's the Frost legacy now, and there you have it, the scandal nobody asked for but everybody needed. Mendeecees lit the match. Kirk Frost poured the gasoline, and Rasheeda's tears turned into the soundtrack of Love and Hip Hop's latest meltdown. We're talking a cheating past so messy it makes Tristan Thompson look like a loyal Boy Scout. Kirk has officially graduated from messy husband to walking cautionary tale, and Rasheeda, she's left carrying the emotional receipts like a CVS bag that never ends. But let's get real, the real question isn't whether Kirk cheated. That's old news. The question is, how many times? With how many women? And how much longer is Rasheeda going to play VH1's most tragic love story before she finally flips the script? Drop your theories below, because I already know y'all are ready with dissertations, memes, and maybe even prayer circles. While you're down there, smash that like button like Kirk smashed his marriage vows. Hit subscribe harder than Mendeecees, hit the expose button, and ring that notification bell the way Rasheeda rings the alarm every reunion special. Trust me, the mess doesn't stop here. Tomorrow, next week, next season, somebody else's dirty laundry is going viral. And we'll be right here hanging it out to dry, because here at Fame Ripple, we don't just spill tea, we flood the whole damn block. Stay tuned, stay scandalous, and remember, in Hollywood and hip hop, loyalty is temporary, but drama? That's forever. Fame Ripple, where every tear, every secret, every exposed affair makes waves.